The computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside. We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter? The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? The filament you have inserted into the reader. Yes. Is that the production schedule? Good. Please repeat the password.
Password? Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved. You should ask her for a hint.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password? No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater state.
Still received?
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
What the fuck?
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Fortress accident is the company. One moment. Fortress accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says. Any other questions? Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
I work as a repeater. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radio.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark. Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress accident. Thank you. And
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard. Nothing happens. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Can't interact with it.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being? The symbols seem very esoteric. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse, Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
My only issue with this game is that it drags stuff on that just does not fucking matter.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled, "Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station." It looks a list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara. All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone.
What's going on, bro?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It's just a failed business. I just don't know what the hell they were making.
Yes, that is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Only
it looks
these
like a
people were trying
D&D
to
kind of
automate
thing.
it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How are they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology. Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in. No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... It's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
Yeah. Look, bro, it's like this game definitely has a supernatural aspect, but it's clear like this game's trying to play that up to an extent. Like, not everything is as mysterious as it seems. Like, they want you to investigate, they want you to do shit like that, but like, this is a murder investigation at the end of the day.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun. The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Take the note from the door.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
This thing is huge. She's got all of this in her bookstore, bro. Like, Jesus.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs, the echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing? Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
You muster all your strength and you're dehydrated. A lifetime of smoking and drinking will do. The chatter from the then again, maybe.
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later. You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts. You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
Oh, shit.
You see, the bear looks oddly weird. The lieutenant does a gust. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. The shelves are empty. You pocket a friendly. The paper still.
Good question. I know. What is even...
The fridge buzz.
Hidden doorway. Figure out a way to open that.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Just give me a second.
thick layer. Looks like this furnace has a fate.
Looks like it. No one has used it.
It's dark and the echo.
What are you doing? Wait, really? You should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
You muster all your strength.
Jesus Christ, what is going on? Why can't this nigga yell? I'm doing it right now.
A thick layer of looks like
I
this
smoke
furnace.
all the
Looks like
time.
No one has used it in ages.
It's dark and the echo.
What are you doing? Wait, really? You should investigate.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
you've awakened the entity.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
A lush layer of coal. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through. Yes, how grown up. The lieutenant seems relieved as well.
Yeah. Like, this playthrough, I'm actually trying to be a good cop. So I'm not going to do any of that crazy shit. If I ever play this game again, which I probably will someday, I'll do all that crazy shit. But until then, we're actually trying to be a good cop. Now, before I go upstairs, let's open it. Let's see. I'm just wondering where that led to. It's cool, we'll find it. We also need to find a way to get in here. She said, come upstairs. Where does this furnace lead? Find a way in. Okay. Alright. There's got to be some way.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Unplug
An
the red
electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Only the black cable, something close to you, dies.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. Somewhere, a machine hums along with the current, happy and contented.
I'm actually trying to open something. I don't know what I'm trying to open, but that's what I'm trying to do.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge, slowly melting. The power.
I don't see any other way. From the coal chute above. There is a hidden door here, bro. literally saw it. I can't get in. Okay. Oh, there's something over here. Let me pay this dude.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
The day's already almost fucking over, bro. But I guess I'm paying for the time I spent to get it. Come upstairs.
An old called East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
I'm not doing that right now. I'm doing that off screen. Was that her?
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. Yes, yes. How was it? I knew it. Oh, such horrors that. But what else did you find?
You don't have anything of substance to tell her.
Where is upstairs? Shit's pissing me off. She said, she says, come upstairs. It's like, bro, how the fuck do I come upstairs? I don't know where we are. Alright, I'm looking this up. Back upstairs. Is this it? If there's melting snow, that means someone's been here recently. Hello there. You must be the person I
Hello.
heard.
I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yes. Hold on, what do you mean by Melius?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Okay. You must be confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
This woman is adorable. Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're
She
here,
was
yes?
part of this. She was...
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure. I like role-playing games and I could use some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
This person means you or no one else. Absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
How did you become a dice maker, sweet girl?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Yeah.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to switch the subject to something a little bit heavier on the conscience. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then, the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
This bitch just be vibing and not giving a fuck about anything, bro. Like, you could be the next person who dies. You know, there's people out here assaulting women, and you never took your eyes off your work to look out the window.
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
This person values focus above all. She keeps her sharp sight on the instruments before her.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her a
Create here.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
No, the whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off and the customers have been in trouble paying bills.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Plaisance seems to think it's because you're the source of it, the malignant entity.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I'm starting to see there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
Do you know what happened to the other tenants?
More or less.
Everything else is
Are you
gone.
interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind. Rats scuttle in the dark rooms, under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
I mean, it implies something that shouldn't have anything to do with fucking haircuts. Like, who the fuck cares about a yeah, that shit's stupid. You're like putting like social politics onto something that has nothing to do with that. Like, a haircut is gendered. Like, you're either gonna get a haircut for men, or you're gonna get a haircut for women. Like, I don't understand why they would do that. It's so fucking stupid.
Me neither. I just want it off my face.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there either because it's like, bro, I'm like, you're gonna walk into that hair salon just to get a lecture on like how you're not doing enough for gay people or whoever the fuck made that shot. Like, it's like, yeah, just like gender, whatever the fuck they were going for has nothing to do with hair. You get your hair how you want. Like, hair is completely subjective. You want your hair, you want your hair long. I don't think I have to explain. You get what I'm trying to say.
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Yeah, that's what Kuno means.
Kuno. Who's Kuno? Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. A kind man, from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and it didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamine.
You should have known it. It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Yeah, Kuno is actively doing cocaine in his room.
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
What?
What's the snuff milia?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
What does she mean? To get...
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-Roses. This isn't our problem.
Yeah, I was gonna say snuff is like, murdering people for sexual pleasure. Shit is insane. So you can't change this at all? Okay. I feel like there's a moment in this game where this is gonna matter. I don't know why, but something's telling me to get this. But I haven't had any issues with morale. I'm gonna go with this.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Plus, I can, now that Shivers is fully upgraded, now I don't have to worry about upgrading it more.
Yes, I think it was...
It's not about that.
Me neither. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist?
But what drugs exactly?
Anything else? There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came. The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else?
That's the stupidest shit ever, bro. People really will just find something to care about and then just full force.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from... Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is. Sure, it's illegal, but it's not exactly anything extraordinary in business. Besides, Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those keys and blades are still lying around.
They were just props. Why return them?
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedule. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest. Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses, and in the end they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Yeah, should have tried hard. They had
Still,
everything they
not
needed to
everyone is
succeed.
going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die. The dice is black and filled with little...
Anything else? Oh boy, the fabled Revershow ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other idea. There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream, and they already had the bear. The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravishell Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges. Maybe, because the taxidermist who made the bear definitely wasn't. Doing his job, I mean.
How come?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion. Megatherion, a mega wild beast. It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs. The horrific necktie tightens around your neck, strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Little sparkling embers under the wind. Outside its light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Anything else? Another fellow perhaps? I've been here for a long time. Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion. The one with an empty name card is the last one in the list. As I said, it's quite useless right now. Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Hey. Psst.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a...
You feel nothing. If anything...
Oh, it's you again. Are you...
You feel nothing.
I just want it.
Oh, it's you again. Are you...
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building.
Didn't we already talk about this? What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint...
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins.
This doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from? And what?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces. She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her.
Do you know what this is? It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan. No, you're right. I didn't. It wasn't just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world, you were supposed to try again and again until you finally... And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney? Yeah, that's why people... It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
Yes?
He wanted to talk.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for...
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones...
Didn't we all... What are you talking...
No.
This does... Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from? Does it mean...
Don't let her become complacent. She starts laughing, her fingers...
Do you know what this is? It's a mourning... I drove it into the ground within a year. No, you're right. It wasn't just... And now you're telling me... Yeah, that's why it's like... But anyway...
I'm just... Alright. Shit.
Hey. Psst. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more... Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Very well. I guess no one will build communism. No objections. It's mathematically impossible to achieve a classless society. Everyone... Did someone mention cocaine? Are we doing cocaine? No. I'm sure I heard someone say cocainism. Anyone? Anyone else? There's one. You should build communism, precisely because it's impossible.
No. Yes, it's literally mathematically impossible to have a classless society. There's always going to be somebody with more. It's like if you give everyone $1, somebody's gonna get $2. And as soon as someone gets $2, that is the crumbling of your society, or the idea of communism. Everyone can never, ever be equal. People aren't equal in real life. Some people are taller than others, stronger than others, smarter than others. Some animals are bigger than other animals, more defenses, more stamina, stronger, bigger, whatever. So equality has never, equality has never been a thing in nature. The natural world does not believe in equality. In fact, matter of fact, the natural world almost, you can argue the natural world favors might makes right. If I'm bigger and stronger to you,
Don't keep me waiting now.
if I'm bigger and stronger
What's
than
in
you,
there?
and I want
In
something
that
from
dark
you,
sarcophagus.
what can you do about it?
Yes, yes. How was it?
It was a Charnel House failed business enterprises leeching life.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located a novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
No, she's a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire. You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
Too many inconsistencies. What kind of talk is that? Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse. I see that you've fallen for her manipulation. Thank you for nothing. Please, do buy some books.
Oh my god, this bitch. Look, this doesn't mean anything to me, bro. I'm trying to, bro, I have an investigation to do.